Hey everyone, ToneGeek here, back with another ToneGeek's Pokémon Emerald Adventure episode. On the last episode, we made our way through Route 121, battling all the trainers along the way, and made it to here the Little Cove, where we had a nice look around. Beat Brandon for what I looked up is actually the last time you can find him. So yeah, that sucks, that his team was kind of shite. And, yeah, in this episode we're going to continue on, but firstly, an addendum, I guess, to the previous episode where I was like, I don't know what the fuck any of this fucking shit is, what the fuck is going on here? So yeah, the top floor of the art museum, like, again, I thought like the whole thing had something to do with the contest, and I was right. Supposedly, if you win a Masters rank Pokemon contest with at least 800 points, you'll be approached by some artists who will make a painting of you, I guess, or your Pokemon, and put it up at the museum. And if you get all 5 categories, all 5 paintings for each category, the curator will give you a glass ornament for your secret base. So that's it. That's literally it. It's just, hey, if you do really, really good in the Pokemon contests, you get an item for your secret base. So yeah. There's that. Speaking of contests, oh boy, Master Rank contests, here I come. Well, we know that my dearest Pokemon is the cutest being in all existence. Time has come! I think someone here gives me a TM, don't they? Yeah, anyway, a case of Pokeblocks, that's what we need. To obviously deal with the Safari Zone. See a whole variety of Pokemon here, that's why I make this place a regular part of my daily stroll. You know, the toughest contest is like extreme, man. Those muscular appeals, cascading sweat, swoon. Wow, coming out to contests is a feast for the eyes. Would you look at all the Pokemon that just scream to be painted? So I guess this is the guy, that's the guy that paints, if you do really well. I guess I was wrong about the whole TM thing then. Alright, well, yeah, let's check that out. But, welcome to the Pokemon Contest Link Reception Counter. You may enter contests together with one or more friends. Ha ha ha, I don't have any, fuck off. Anyway. In that, we get the Pokeblock case. Okay, now that we clear that up, hello, this is a reception counter for Pokemon contests. Would you like to enter your Pokemon contests? No! And I never will! Because I suck at it. So, yeah, now that we have our Pokeblock case, we can make Pokeblocks. How? Well, this is gonna be a thing. Talk to you. Oh dear, you look as if you're good at blending. Would you like to join us? Oh dear, naturally you know how to make Pokeblocks, don't you? Yeah, let's say I do. Okay dear, let's get started. Alright, so yeah, so I have the berry blender. So, we select the berry. For the test run, I'm just gonna use a, a raspberry. Let's use a raspberry, okay? So I'll throw that in, they throw that in, they throw that in, they throw that in. And what you want to do is when that arrow in the middle that's spinning around right now, you want to hit it when it lands on your thing. Obviously, you need to concentrate, but yeah, the blue X's obviously means you missed. One red circle means good, and the double red circles means perfect. Anyway, and for our troubles, and all that, we get a purple Pokeblock. Level 12, and the field is 19. Alright, so, you need a bunch of blue Pokeblocks, I'm pretty sure, because Feebas, in order to evolve into Milotic, requires high beauty. And, I'll just back out for a second to demonstrate, like any good, again, Let's Player, quote-unquote, would do. So yeah, Pokeblock, and we have a purple Pokeblock. Can we? Okay, it looked grayed out for some reason. So yeah, as you can see, all Pokemon have various conditions. And so, yeah. So again, let's give it to just Aiden for shits and giggles, just to see. Yeah, I think this animation also depends on their nature. I think that's also another thing to do with it. And okay, our coolness and smartness went up, so that's obviously not what we need. We need beauty. And so yeah, I have a bunch of. Well, I say a bunch. I have yeah, a bunch of orange berries, which I believe should produce blue Pokeblocks, and I also have a couple, fair number of Chester berries as well that should also suffice. But again, I'm kind of a little nervous because, again, I really want to get the beauty up.
Just afraid it's gonna not go the way I want it to. I don't know, but we'll see. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Fade into that, I guess.
Today, I'm going to tell you a story. 86,924 seconds ago, a group of creatures were thinking up a new way to torment children. So they conjured up an animal that would be difficult to catch and raise. First, they went to a lengthy river, and in its 446 tiles of water, made only 6 of them possible to find the animal. However, to add on to the cruelty, they ensured that the 6 tiles changed randomly at the stroke of midnight every night. Furthermore, the animal in question would not be the only animal found in those tiles. The creatures were mighty pleased with themselves, but a small boy who had heard of the elusive animal decided to take the challenge. The boy spent many hours inspecting each tile multiple times to ensure he didn't bypass the animal. When he had finally encountered it, it was surprisingly easy to catch. The creature suspected this would happen, and so they gave the animal terrible stats and moves, making it almost worthless to raise. However, the cruel creatures threw on an incentive to tempt the boy. The animal can be raised and change into a beautiful woman of grace, said one of the creatures. All the boy had to do was feed the animal a special kind of food that would raise its beauty, and so he set off to do just that. First, the boy gathered many berries of all tastes and colors. Then he headed to a strange building where he and a small group of people could mix the berries together to make the special food he needed. After doing so, he fed the food to the animal, and waited, and waited. But it didn't change. The boy looked befuddled as he did what he was told. However, the despicable creatures appeared and informed the boy as to what he did wrong. The berries he had tirelessly gathered were not good enough. He needed special berries that he could only get through random events, beating difficult challenges, or if his trainer ID ended in a 1 or a 6. On top of that, the nature of his animal was wrong as well. As to really make sure that the animal's beauty would reach the pinnacle, he needed an animal of a certain nature. Having wasted so much time finding this animal and raising it only to find it could not change into a beautiful woman, the boy reached into his bag, pulled out a Glock 22, and shot himself. The creatures were satisfied with their goal, and began preparing their next horrible idea. And those creatures' names were TROLLfreak.
Alright, so now that has been taken care of, let us carry on, huh?
And so before we head back out towards Route 121, one little other place that we didn't check aside from, I guess, round here, which is just, well, a house, and then this, which looks kind of like that place back in Slateport, huh? So, that's very interesting. But the only other place we haven't really checked out is the department store, because Brendan's fat ass was in the way. Welcome to the Cove Department Store. Oh, nice. This is the Pokemon Lottery Corner. All shoppers at our department store get to draw a Pokemon lottery ticket. If the lotto ticket's number matches the ID number of any of your Pokemon, you will receive a fabulous gift. Would you like to draw a Pokemon lottery ticket? Sure! I mean, this feature's still in, like, later generations. I guess you can't do it multiple times, you can only do it once a day, so I guess it doesn't fall under the same guise as the game corner in terms of gambling, I suppose, but alright, whatever. Anyway, I'm sorry, none of the numbers matched. Please do visit again. God fucking damn it. I guess it's a good thing then, very much that it isn't a thing. Anyway, yeah, so if you, if it matches, the lottery ticket matches the last 2 digits of the ID, trainer ID, you get a PP up. 3 digits, you get an experience share, which, I don't know why you'd want multiple experience shares. I suppose, like, yeah, if you're just, but like, the division with the experience, it's gonna be kind of pointless, honestly. I think, anyway, but I'm typically wrong about a lot of things. Anyway, 4 digits, you get the max of 5, and if every single number matches perfectly, you get a motherfucking Master Ball. So yeah, obviously, idealistically, it's incentivizing you to trade a bunch with different people, because you get the different trainer IDs, and thus, you can do that. Anyway, here we have on this floor your regular as shit Pokemon with yeah, just all the things you typically find in Pokemon. On this floor we get all of these X boosting items, and over here we get all of our various vitamins. Over here we have a bunch of TMs. You get TM17, which is Protect, TM20, which is Safeguard, TM33, which is Reflect, and TM16, which is Light Screen. Care about that kind of stuff? I personally don't. And over here, we have what I would be more interested in, which is TM38, Fire Blast, TM25, Thunder, TM14, Blizzard, and TM15, Hyper Beam. So, your more powerful hitting attacks. On this floor is practically just all of your secret base crap, I guess. Dolls and cushions and mats and everything you can possibly want for your wonderful secret base. And up here we're on the roof. When I see the wide world from up here on the roof, I think about how nice it would be if there were more than just one me, so I could enjoy all sorts of lives. Of course, it's not possible, people. I know. Would you be interested in having a Pokemon Learn substitute? No, I don't. Give up like half, is it half or a quarter of your HP to create a substitute that takes a hit for a few turns? Anyway, got some vending machines up here so you can buy some fresh water, some soda pop or lemonade. But you painstakingly have to do it one at a time. And yeah, that's the department store. So, moving on. So yeah, I don't think I properly covered this, because I think I sped through, when we encountered the Shuppet, I believe. Maybe? Didn't we? I feel like we definitely saw Shuppet before, but yeah, Shuppet. It's Ghost type. It's practically like one of the only new Pokemon in this region. Everything else we've seen in other routes previously, so yeah. Alright, and here we are at the Safari Zone. Now that we have our Pokeblock case, pay some money, get some Safari Bottles, and as previously mentioned, we only have 500 steps to explore and to capture. So, let's do just that. So there are 4 areas within the Safari Zone, and 2 more that open up after beating the game, of course. Obviously the objective is that you can either throw a Pokeball straight away. You can't battle, so you just have to throw a regular old, well, Safari Ball, and hope it catches. But you also have the abilities to throw a Pokeblock, which I have none of, or to go near. Going near a Pokemon increases its catch factor, but it also increases its escape factor, so how more easily it will just run away. Whereas throwing a Pokeblock won't change its catch factor, but it will decrease its escape factor, so it will stay around presumably longer. So I don't need to catch just Wobbuffet since I already have a Wynon. I can just evolve that. But yeah, you can find Wobbuffet in this area. You can also find Oddish that are, the number of Oddishes I've accidentally caught because I've just been trying to quickly get through the shit and accidentally throwing a Pokeball and having a high catch rate. These little, this thing here that kind of looks sort of, well, I used to think it looks sort of like one of those like a beekeeper, like the honeycomb thing the beekeepers keep bees in, obviously. You can put a Pokeblock in there, and it's the description of it is like it's very convoluted and something that just boggles my childish brain, which is just if you put in a Pokeblock of a certain kind, Pokemon within like 5 tiles will, like, if you throw another Pokeblock of the same kind that's in the thing at that Pokemon, it does something. That's all I can say. It does something. It'll have a nature of some kind, a nature that prefers that Pokeblock. I don't know. But alright, you can also find Girafarig. There are different, like I said, there are 4 areas that we can get to now, and there are, obviously different Pokemon that can be found in different areas, like Rhyhorns and Pincers and such. But there's one particular Pokemon in here that I'm trying to find for a particular reason. Let's hope I find it before time runs out. Oh, there it is! It's Natu! So yeah, I desperately want to try and catch this little Natu guy because it's the next official member of my team. And just like that. Alright. Great. Natu, tiny bird Pokemon. It runs up short trees that grow on the savanna to peck at new shots. Natu's eyes look as if they are always observing something. Spooky. Well, we're definitely obviously giving you a nickname since you are an official member of the team. Alright. So, I don't know how many more steps I have, but let's see how far we can go. Since there are also items that can be found in these various areas. So, yeah, this counts as a new area. But, again, there's also Oddishes everywhere, practically. You'd probably want to catch a fair number of Pikachu, since I do believe, like, that they do have a chance, a very small chance, of holding a Light Ball. Which, if a Pikachu is holding and is left at a daycare, has a chance of bestowing the move Volt Tackle onto its offspring, so that's something, I guess. Alright, unfortunately I didn't find anything else of actual newness, I guess, but regardless, like I said, there's some items, one in particular that you would want to look out for is the TM for Solar Beam, but just on note that you'd need at least Surf for certain, like, areas and certain, to get some of the items, but you also need, to get everything, you need both kinds of bikes, the Muck and the Ucro, so since there's slopes and platforms, jumpy platforms and such. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up here anyway. This wonderful episode of just pure chaos. So yeah, and on the next episode we will be heading down over that way to where the pier is, as we finally chase after Team Aqua. I'm sure they've probably robbed and beaten poor Samps at the top of Mount Pyra by now, but we're gonna do that on that episode as I get called by fucking Shelby. Okay, old bat. Leave me alone. I'm trying to wrap this episode up, goddammit! Alright, see you guys then. Bye.